welcome everyone. Okay, we're on another new item. Still some more to come. Probably just one more video, unless some of the other things come that I've ordered. So what have we got today? Well, this is from Fuumuui. I think that's how you pronounce it, and I ordered it direct from them. And it cost me £46. And this is their travel foldable. Let me just move this out of the way. Travel foldable watercolor palette, especially for plein air painting. So I'm going to have to test this out in the week. I'm actually opening this on Sunday the 18th of January. But my husband is playing golf, and my daughter with her autism and learning difficulties is in the other room just doing some colouring and things. So yeah, I won't be able to get out today as such. Right, let's see what comes in the box then. That's one bag. We've got that. We've got that. We've got an instruction thing and a little pouch. Let me get rid of my face now. I always like to just say hello first. Right, that gives us a bit more space now. Okay. So, disassembly steps. Do you think they mean assembly steps? Or instructions for use? Okay, well, this is obviously the little pouch that everything goes in. Let's just get everything out first. Find an end. Ooh. Okay. So we've got a very big clip. We've got this. And oh, one of these. Okay. Let's get rid of the rubbish. Put it up the right way. Right. Before installation, please confirm the side, left or right, where the paint box will be installed. Right. Align the cups. Oh, hold on. Do we have to use this first? Locate the hex adjustment hole. I mean this. This could be interesting because I'm not very good at these things. But then again, well, that's not really doing anything. Hi everyone. Oh, let me just maybe get a bit of light on here. Which one do we want? That one. Okay, so I've got another new product that I want to share with you. These are all my purchases. And this one caused me a few problems initially because of the instructions, but let me change the view and where are we? There we go. Okay, so um right, it's the Fuumuui travel foldable water palette, and it's especially for plein air painting. So, I mean, I have opened all this up because I think it's quite annoying watching people open packages. So you've got a bag that you can take this in. You've got and this is a big clip, by the way. This clip is 2 inches, 2 inches, and yeah, 1 1/4 or 2 1/2. Where am I? 1 1/4 or 2.5 inches tall. Um, so it's quite a nice big clip. We've got the instructions or destructions. Anyways, yep. And everything did come in packages, but I've opened it and I've added the clips to the side. Now, the instructions told you to locate the hex adjustment hole at the center of the hinge shaft and fully insert the wrench into the adjustment hole. Now, as you can see, it's going that way. Mine went this way, not that way, which is why I ended up making a bit of a bungle. But anyway, it then tells you to attach the water compartment, which I have done. And apparently you can just get this back off. Sadly, I can't. So, okay, this is where we're at. But to be honest, it doesn't matter hugely because it fits in the bag, even if you've got that attached. But it does mean that you're going to have to kind of empty that and dry it out in order to put it in there. Right. Other than that, let's see where we're at. I mean, these are really, really strong magnets, I'm going to tell you. And there is your bit that opens out. You've then got this mixing area. Okay, I've got a mess. You've also got this mixing area, and the idea is that you put your thumb through and then you can hold it and paint. You can fit your paper. So this is a 6x8 piece of watercolor paper, which you would need your clip for, like so. Or if I decided to put it the other way around, this moves up and then that kind of keeps it in place. And I will show you in a bit that you can add an even bigger sketchbook if you wanted. You've got this little sponge area, and I've already filled mine, but it's making a bit of a mess here because I didn't allow them to dry before doing my video. I'm going to see if I can tidy that up a little bit, but yeah, I think because it took me a while to kind of sort out how to open it all. Do you know what? I'm not going to bother about that. That's why I left spaces either side. So you can fit 24 colours in here, but I've done 12, which means that if they do start making a bit of a mess, it's not so much of a problem. So the colours that I have put in this palette are Jaune Brilliant, Naples Yellow, Cadmium Yellow Deep, Bright Rose, Lime Green, Olive Green, Payne's Grey Blue, Neutral Tint, Cerulean, Ultramarine Deep, Indigo and Burnt Sienna. I've put the tubes to the side here because I'm basically using all these tubes that are in my, well, they're in this bag of kind of like my mixture paints. In other words, they're not Daniel Smith, they're not Schminke Horadam, they're not Michael Harding, you know, the ones that I use most. So I thought I would try and use some of them up. So the Jaune Brilliant is Holbein. The Naples Yellow is Jackson's. The Cadmium Yellow Deep is Mimary Blue. And then the colour I have to have in every palette is Holbein's Bright Rose. I've got the Society for All Artists, the SAA's Lime Green, and also their Olive Green, and their Payne's Grey Blue. Jackson's Neutral Tint, Jackson's Cerulean, Jackson's Ultramarine Blue Deep, and then I've got Lucas Indigo and Holbein's Burnt Sienna. So a bit of a mixture when it comes to all of these paints. I'm just going to move them out of the way for a minute. Yeah, I'm hoping that I'll be able to store that in there. I think the instructions are very misleading, to be honest. And it does tell you that you should be able to remove the water cup, but I really don't seem to be able to. Anyway, those are the instructions. I have, if I do a bit of a swap for a minute, I have swatched out the colours in my palette. So those are the first 6, those are the second 6. And I've even done a bit of colour mixing to show you that, you know, these colours are going to do a fair bit for me. I think the real test will be when I take it out. But I did want to see, because this really moves up quite high. I wanted to see if I could get my favorite SMLT watercolor sketchbook in there. And if we look, can move that down. And you can then, is that attached to something? No, I think you'd have to do it up here. Don't know, is that now? Oh, it is. But you can, I think the best way, really. No, that really doesn't work. Let me see, because you've really got to, well, I guess you're not really attaching it to anything. You're just keeping it kind of in place with this top one and this bottom one. So I don't know. Let's I mean, that is now a bit floppy. You can adjust the way that this bit moves, which means that you can make it a little bit more, what's the word I would, yeah, it means it's stiffer to move up and down, basically. I wonder if you just kind of attach it. Oh, what about if you attach it there? Where am I? Yeah, that's now not going to move. Um, right, okay. So now the real test will be when I take it outside. But can you see that just keeps flopping? So it does come with an Allen key, but let's just do this back up again. Basically, you have to get in here. I'm not using their Allen key. I've just got this one, but it does come with one. So I'm just tightening that up a bit. It does mean that this is a lot stiffer when you move it up, but I'm thinking that that's what's needed if I want to use quite a big sketchbook like this. Right, where's my, there it is. So then we attach that. Oh, now that is not moving anywhere. Okay. Mm, right. Well, I mean, would I have it like that? I don't know. Would I have it down a bit? Right. Let me just also share with you. So obviously it's empty palettes, but it also comes with two brushes. So on one side you've got a size, where am I? How do I put it there? A size 10 brush. On the other side, you have a size 1 brush. And on this end, this is supposed to be for you to be able to sketch with. I don't know. Shall we see? Shall we try? Um, oh, it does. Hmm. Mm, okay. Let's say that's my sketch. Wow. Right. Okay. I should really put my hand in, shouldn't I? I might need to move this up a bit so that you can see. Oh, oh, here we go. Okay, let's just try and level that up a bit. Right. Let's get some water. I think this water is slightly dirty, but we're just trying stuff out. So, um, now I want the big brush, Does that then fit on the end? No, so you've kind of got to put that back. Kind of got to put that back in there. Right, okay. Let's go with... Oh, I didn't clean the brush off first. That's better. Let's go with some cerulean up in the sky. I mean, this is just a test. Want to see if I'll be able to just use it holding it in my hand rather than sat at like a picnic table or something like that. Okay, so I've got a very pale blue there. Uh, let's mix. Now that is dribbling over, which is not so great. Right, okay. Let's mix some ultramarine blue and a bit of bright rose. This isn't all coming on the screen, is it? You can't see the mixing, sorry folks. And a little bit of neutral tint. And we'll maybe get one of these mountains in. Okay. And then I think what I want to do is just add a bit more of that purple in there. Mountains, fields. I don't really know what I'm doing. We'll have the same thing over here. I think we'll add some of the ultramarine blue this time. Okay. Let's just keep adapting this colour. And I'm going to add some of the olive green. Oh, too much. Some of the olive green in there. Well, that was a bit more than I wanted, but I'm just going to work with it. Okay. Well, actually, that's not looking too bad. Now I'm gonna mix in some of the Jaune Brilliant to get myself this kind of lighter grey colour. And even more of the Jaune Brilliant as I go down. And to be fair, it's kind of working. It really is. you know, considering I'm using quite a large sketchbook, to be fair. Mm, right. What is this one? Neutral tint. Just kind of bleeded over, but I'm kind of glad I left those gaps now, to be honest. Um, okay. And burnt sienna. There you are. Well, I'm not sure that that is burnt sienna. Goodness knows what's gone on with that. But I don't want all of those bits up there. So I'm just gonna smudge those in a bit. Just because you can. And let's take a bit more of the cerulean and just make it a bit darker over one side. So that it feels like we've got, I don't know, a bit more drama in the sky, maybe. Mm. Well, there you go. I would have to say that that's not half bad. Um, yeah, I'm not sure quite what's happening with a couple of my colours. But I think I just really need to let them dry properly. However, where I've been mixing colours, I'm just using a tissue and that is wiping straight off. So let's take my sketchbook off. We push that one back down. Obviously, I have my own water, so I didn't pour water in there. That then folds up basically like that. And well, good luck if you can get the water thing off. It's about 6 inches by 4.5 inches. It is, you're going to add another inch. If, like me, you can't get that off once you've put it on. Let me show you on the website that you can choose which side to have this water container on. So, where are we? So this is the Fuumuui website, and whoops, there you go. This is what I've purchased. It did cost me £46, but you can choose whether you're right-handed or left-handed, and it didn't cost me anything in postage. You can see that normally it's 56, so yeah, I saved £10 getting this. I will leave a link to the website below. But oh, that is those magnets, these ones here, are really, really strong. I think the brush is really nice. I like the fact that you get a really fine liner one as well. But I think what is also quite impressive is that you've got this on the end, which means that you can sketch and you don't have to take a pencil with you. Do you know what? I'm not sure what this is for. Obviously, that's a little sponge to wipe your brush off with. I'm wondering if you could put some of the putty, what's it called? Um I don't know if I can find mine at the moment. Um but yeah, the soft putty eraser, maybe you could put a bit of that in there, and then you've got an eraser, a pencil, you've got your paintbrush, you've got your paints, you've got your water, you've got that to wipe your brush off with. So you probably don't necessarily need a cloth, but I mean, I think I probably would take one. Um, and then you've got this wonderful, great big, I mean, it's a big, look, big clip. Um, and you've got this bit that goes up and down so that you can use bigger pieces of paper or sketchbook. Yeah, I don't think, do you know what? I think this is going to work. I'm just a bit worried about these two paints that seem to be leaking everywhere. What are these? Neutral Tint by Jackson's. And it might be that the neutral tint has leaked into the burnt sienna, which was Holbein. But I'm going to leave them out overnight and hope that it resolves itself. And yeah, I think it's actually a pretty good kit. I'm forever trying to find the right kit to take out and about. It's an absolute nightmare. Um, and yeah, I think for many of us, we kind of think we found it and then we need to add more things. And, oh, I haven't got a pencil. Oh, I haven't got this. I haven't got, maybe this one is going to be the answer. I hope so. I am going to test it outside. Um, so look out for that video. But I've also got another video with some more purchases. So stay tuned, subscribe, hit the notice bell, hit all notifications, hype the videos, and I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.